Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. I believe that all of you would agree with me that one of the best gifts that God has given to us is the gift of memory. As we are here now, I can imagine if I am to ask you, look back into your life noong January o mula January hanggang ngayon and think about some of the things that you have experienced that are so maganda. I believe that you can look back and think about them, and you can pinpoint in your life all the beautiful things that you have experienced. Memory is really a gift from God. Today, Jesus is looking back and telling the people, those who were listening to him, look back into your own history. May mga bagay, there are some things that happened to you that are recorded in your own history. Look back, and as you look back, be careful and watch out. Jesus tells them tatlong bagay. Una, he talks about the flood at the time of Noah. That people were doing what they were doing hanggang nangyari. It happened. He also talks about the fire at the time of Lot, which is more or less like a volcanic eruption. Something that happened that was like a fire. And pangatlo, he talks about something he describes like two people being together and one will be taken away, bigla, and the other one will be left. In my mind, to some extent, I describe it like yung nangyari in the pandemic, na there are family members who are very close to us, people we know we love so much. We are with them today. Bukas, we realize na, wala na, they are no more with us. But Jesus is describing, we can imagine it to look like that. It looks like what happened during the pandemic. Whenever we remember anything about our past, like Jesus was telling them, somehow it is like a caution. Mag-ingat ka. Siguro mistakes that were committed in the past, we don't do them again. We don't make those mistakes again. It's a very positive remembrance na I look back in my life and it helps me to move on, to know where I can go sakali. Sometimes there are some memories that when we have also, it makes us not to move on. I don't know if you might have experienced this or you have a friend who might have experienced that. When they think about the past, minsang they blame themselves. Parang they feel na it is because of them that the past is like that, whatever happened to them. Sometimes when they look back in their lives, they feel na they cannot move on dahil ako yun, it's me. I am the one who did that. It's because of me, this and this and this happened. Jesus inviting the people to think about that. I look at it in these two terms. Now, whatever it is that happened in the past, we don't blame ourselves. Don't blame yourself. Today is another day. Tomorrow will be another day. It's a very beautiful opportunity that God gives to all of us in order to see the beauty of life and to move on. That's why the responsorial psalm is so maganda. David, in praying this psalm, says, when you look at the beauty of creation, it shows that there is really God. My Dios, there is God. When you look at the beauty of creation and you look at the things that are happening around, God really exists. I wouldn't go too far looking at creation or whatever is there. When you look at the person sitting next to you, ngayon, the one sitting next to you, you can really know that there is really God. That's why mga Israelites, to some extent, they believe that when they see someone, they are seeing an image of God. That's why they were so strong about all of us being created in the image and likeness of God. Because they believe that when I see you, to some extent, I see God in you. So today, our readings are inviting us to think about my history, my own past, and my future. God is doing things every day in our lives. We pray that God will bless us and bless all the plans that we have for ourselves as the year is going to an end, getting closer to an end. We also pray that God will bless all the intentions we have for today.